Yes, hello everyone. My name is Pungan, but you can call me Elizabeth. And today I would like to write it in the style method. Yes, I will share my gratitude for three parts. Part one, I will review the four topics about collaboration, communication, critical thinking and creativity. And then I will read some page of book, and then the last is the listening. Yes, now I will start with review uh, about four topics that I have I have studied. Yes, mm, about collaboration. And collaboration is the way we have to work together. But it's like teamwork. But in collaboration, we don't have team leader. Everyone in our team, everyone in our class will choose will responsibility one task or one duty, and everyone can list. And you know, team work is a team, a group of person that we have to work together, but we have to what we have one a leader. And why we need collaboration in our work? That in human being, everyone have a basic um, everyone have a basic, and then everyone will have a special idea or special view. So when we collect a group of persons to work together, uh, we will create with many uh, many new ideas, and we make our life more happy, more happiness, more meaningful, and uh, and how that about collaboration. We will uh, we will we will pick out pick out about select the develop problem to for the choice wrong, and recognize the order and good balance among the member in the team. Yeah, and a emotional intelligence. Yes, about the collaboration. And then we discuss about communication. Yes, communication plays an important role in our life. Yes, we need to communication to get information of the other. That will help us to that will help us to understand each other. You know, and there are many kind of communication. Verbal communication, non-verbal communication, and written communication. And communication uh, help us to improve our life. Yes, and It's not only how us to improve your life, but also how us to create it in my life. Yes, and that's it about communication. How does communication affect to our life, and what should we do to improve communication? Yes, communication affects in our life very much. That not communication or communication in the side of negative will make our life will bore and not express progress as we we will mong đợi. Yes, and what should we do to communication improve? Yes, I think the best thing to improve communication that you have to listen. Do you have to active listen? Yes, you know, before you come a good speaker, you should be a good listener. Yes, and that communication in a different way, and communication play important role in our life. And we have a good job, a relationship, try to learn, improve, happier. Invest to study communication and try to talk with the other, try to listen, try to connect. Be good communication, be good connection, good job, happy life. But some successful people, they feel very lonely and unhappy. But why? What's wrong with it? What's wrong here? Yes, look back our life because everyone just has 24 hours a day. So try to listen, make people happy, make a good job, good life, but don't spend time for your hour for yourself. Don't listen. Uh, show to become to make uh to make a good mm, to make a good um say that to decide good communication with the other and good communication with your life your, yourself. Yes, and I have just told you about communication, and now we have to start with the radical thinking. Yes, radical thinking is the way you critical thinking is the way you think in the opposite side of the problem of the trouble. Yes, uh, to make critical thinking useful in your life, you have to make a question and you have to isolate the problem. We have to evaluate, uh, evaluate, analyze it. You have to define, uh, identify, and clarify the 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 issue. Yeah, the issue. Yes, and in critical thinking, we always use six thinking hat, and six thinking hat are includes a white hat about the fact and information. The red hat is about a feeling and emotion. The black hat in a caution are different than the warning. And the yellow hat told us about positive benefits and good things. The green hat reacting with the new idea. And the blue hat thinking about the process, the result of the result. And I have so all the critical thinking. Now we have to about created. Yes, until now, I just know created that you will do some drinking. You imagine something that uh, uh, that different with usual, unusual. Yes, creativity is the act that turning new and imaginative idea to reality. Creative in character to my ability to perceive the world in the new way, to hidden pocket, to make connection between same and unrelated phon- phono- phenomena and to the generation solution. Uh, Creativity involves the process thinking and production. Uh, uh, Creativity allows us to view and solve the problem more openly and wide with innovation. Yes, and creativity is very important in our life because it makes life more interesting and fulfilling. And now I can discuss about how can we develop uh, activity and apply it in our life. Yes, we have five five steps five steps to make to increase creativity that uh, as associating, questioning, observation, networking, and expert 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 name. That's that's it about our topic. And the next we will change. We will move to the reading. And now I will read about the long walk. Walk. Yes, the wolf on the hill is never as hungry as the wolf. The wolf climbing the hill is not easy going it alone, but if you keep going, stay true to yourself, it will be worth it in the end. The hardest work you can make is the work you can make alone. But that is the work that makes you the strongest. That is the work that build your character the most. To own of your fighting battle alone, to own of your going again the again, uh, battling, but but naturally.
Yes. Stay strong, keep going. Stay strong, keep going. This work is hard, but the harder work leads to
Destination. The Turkish flame always lead to the battlefield. It will be worth it in the end, and if you show what you are made of, the right people will show up in your life. You won't be alone walk forever. You have quality only feel you can smile because most of them yourself. You are strange, only few can understand because the most have never experienced. So don't give it, don't settle, don't lower your expectation to fit in the world. You were born to stand out. You were born to lead the pack. They say the wolf of on the hill never as hungry as the wolf living the hill. Always be that wolf living the hill, always hungry for more, always hungry to grow, to feed your mind and rise to the highest level you can take yourself, never looking back, always looking forward to the next feat, feat of success in whatever you do. It does not matter if you have to work alone for a while. It is much better to work alone in the right direction than to follow the hare working in the wrong direction. Stay strong, be different. Your destiny, destiny is in your hand. Get out there and hunt it. And this is the algorithm now. We will listen.
Section 1.
Hello?
Oh, hello. I wanted to inquire about hiring a room in the village hall for the evening of September the 1st.
Let me just see. Yes, we have both rooms available that evening. There's our main hall, that's got seating for 200 people. Or there's the Charlton room.
Sorry?
The Charlton room. CHARLTON. That's got seating for up to 100.
Well, we're organising a dinner to raise money for a charity, and we're hoping for at least 150 people. So, I think we'll go for the main hall. How much would that cost?
Let's see. You wanted it for the evening of September the 1st?
Yes, that's a Saturday.
So from 6 p.m. to midnight, that'd be £115. That's the weekend price. It's £75 on weekdays.
That's all right.
And I have to tell you, there's also a deposit of £250, which is returnable, of course, as long as there's no damage. But we do insist that this is paid in cash. We don't take cards for that. You can pay the actual rent of the room however you like, though. Cash, credit card, cheque.
Oh, well, I suppose that's okay. So, does the charge include use of tables and chairs and so on?
Oh, yes.
And what about parking?
Yeah, that's all included. The only thing that isn't included is, you said you were organising a dinner?
Yeah.
Well, you'll have to pay extra for the kitchen if you want to use that. It's £25. It's got very good facilities, good quality cookers and fridges and so on.
Okay. Well, I suppose that's all right. We can cover the cost in our entry charges.
Right, so I'll make a note of that. Now, there are just one or two things you need to think about before the event. For example, you'll have to see about getting a licence if you're planning to have any music during the meal.
Oh, really?
It's quite straightforward. I'll give you the details later on. And about a week or 10 days before your event, you'll need to contact the caretaker, that's Mr. Evans, to make the arrangements for entry. He'll sort that out with you.
And do I give him the payment as well?
No, you do that directly with me.
Section 2.
Welcome to the Fiddy Working Heritage Farm. This open-air museum gives you the experience of agriculture and rural life in the English countryside at the end of the 19th century. So you'll see a typical farm of that period, and like me, all the staff are dressed in clothes of that time. I must give you some advice and safety tips before we go any further. As it's a working farm, please don't frighten or injure the animals. We have a lot here, and many of them are breeds that are now quite rare. And do stay at a safe distance from the tools. Some of them have sharp points, which can be pretty dangerous, so please don't touch them. We don't want any accidents, do we? The ground is very uneven, and you might slip if you're wearing sandals, so I'm glad to see you're all wearing shoes. We always advise people to do that. Now, children of all ages are very welcome here, and usually even very young children love the ducks and lambs, so do bring them along next time you come. I don't think any of you have brought dogs with you, but in case you have, I'm afraid they'll have to stay in the car park unless they're guide dogs. I'm sure you'll understand that they could cause a lot of problems on a farm. Now let me give you some idea of the layout of the farm. The building where you bought your tickets is the new barn immediately to your right, and we're now at the beginning of the main path to the farmland, and of course the car park is on your left. The scarecrow you can see in the car park in the corner beside the main path is a traditional figure for keeping the birds away from crops. But our scarecrow is a permanent sculpture. It's taller than a human being, so you can see it from quite a distance. If you look ahead of you, you'll see a maze. It's opposite the new barn, beside the side path that branches off to the right, just over there. The maze is made out of hedges which are too tall for young children to see over them, but it's quite small, so you can't get lost in it. Now, can you see the bridge crossing the fish pool further up the main path? If you want to go to the cafe, go towards the bridge and turn right just before it. Walk along the side path and the cafe's on the first bend you come to. The building was originally the schoolhouse, and it's well over 100 years old. As you may know, we run skills workshops here, where you can learn traditional crafts like woodwork and basket making. You can see examples of the work and talk to someone about the courses in the Black Barn. If you take the side path to the right, here, just by the new barn, you'll come to the Black Barn, just where the path first bends. Now, I mustn't forget to tell you about picnicking, as I can see some of you have brought your lunch with you. You can picnic in the field, though do clear up behind you, of course. Or if you'd prefer a covered picnic area, there's one near the farmyard, just after you cross the bridge. There's a covered picnic spot on the right. And the last thing to mention is Fiddy House itself. From here you can cross the bridge, then walk along the footpath through the field to the left of the farmyard. That goes to the house, and it'll give you a lovely view of it. It's certainly worth a few photographs, but as it's a private home, I'm afraid you can't go inside. Right, well, if you're all ready, we'll set off on our tour of the farm.
Section 3.
OK, Greg, so I finally managed to read the article you mentioned. The one about the study on gender in physics?
About the
I finished my practice because I had to make a report with our team member staff. Thank you.